And the thing is, friends, I don't know if I'm alone on here or not. It's not a big island, but it's big enough that you just don't know. Hey friends, Charles from the Gentleman's Journey here. Guys, in this video, I kayak out to a little island off the east coast of Florida. Friends, we set up camp, eat some fish, we get to explore 2 shipwrecked boats, we see dolphins, and even a manatee. Well, kind of. Friends, I was checking out kayak rental prices, trying to put together this adventure, and then I was looking on Marketplace and found a heck of a deal on this kayak, so we're gonna go see if it's waterworthy or not.
Come on, Walter.
So right when we were getting up to the house, we got a message that this was on the front yard and that we could have it for free. So it's turning out better already.
Have fun out there.
And what do you know, friends? The free kayak actually floats. Friends, we just got out here and there are already dolphins right out there off the bow.
He's out there with dolphins.
Friends, I made it over to the island where we're camping tonight, and I wanted to go around the left side, kind of the east side, but you can see where it gets kind of brown. That is where I bottomed out. So there's a bit of land in between these 2 islands here. This actually has a lot of people on it. And so if I want to check out that side, we're gonna have to go around the west side of this island. Check out this old piece of dock right here. Friends, if the free kayak goes out on me, I know how I'm getting home tomorrow morning. There's a little kayak right over there. I'm wondering if it doesn't belong to these people in that boat. The only thing is, it has all the scuffer holes. You'll see I had to duct tape mine, so it doesn't look like much of a kayak. Maybe it just floated ashore. We'll check back on it tomorrow morning to see if it's still there. There's so many of these boats up here. Let's see, the Dragonfly. The old Dragonfly is stuck here. Check out all the moss, algae growing on that Johnson. It's really unfortunate for somebody. Wonder if this is hurricane related or just a mishap. Sir, ma'am, permission to come aboard? Got that tied off. Let's go see what's going on in here, friends. Check out that captain's wheel there. Got a battery. Got a wood floor in here. Looks like it was for sale at some point. Love that. Check out the lower deck. Got some kind of sail. Got the head down there. Cook stove. A little bit of work, we'll have her up and running and back on the water. What do you say, friends? Got a couch. Make sure my kayak's still doing good. Yep. Well, I'll say like my sister-in-law says, not my pig, not my farm. Check out the rope swing, guys. I should have brought my swim shorts. So I think we found the main entrance, if you will, to this place. There's a little sign there with all your information and a picnic table. Not bad. Something I can appreciate are all these pine trees. Being a Colorado guy, that's making me feel right at home. There's a seashell right there that I have to go check out. All right. Well, that is pretty cool. I don't think it's worth keeping, so I'll kind of make note of it. Made our way over to the other side of the island, guys, the east side, and I just see a camp off to my back. Hopefully that's an old camp and people aren't living there because it's pretty trashed. I saw little remnants of stoves and different kind of trash. As I looked up on the reviews, it sounded like a common thing here. Ahead of me is another kind of shipwrecked boat, so we're gonna go at least paddle by there and see if we don't get on board that one as well. Friends, check out what these birds are feasting on. Now, I'm out of my wheelhouse down here in Florida, but I'm pretty sure that's a manatee. We went kayaking in the Crystal River. Look at those rib bones. Manatee rib bones. I'm sure of it. This thing's gutted open. They've gutted open somehow. Look at its face. How good is that? Wow, this is wild, friends. Here we are. We've officially kayaked around the entire island. So that's where I got stopped earlier, on that low bank. And we're gonna head back and go check out this other abandoned boat now. I have a feeling, friends, this one has been here a lot longer than the other one. Now, is that an ironic saying or what, guys? Hard telling if they were poking around during a hurricane, checking out the rum situation or whatever they got going on. Check it out, it's a 2-for-1, guys. We have another little guy here. Go check this out. All right, we're on the bow, friends. Pretty good, eh? This is fun. I'm gonna climb up on the top of this here. Just goofing around out here on the islands in Florida. How fun is that? Could probably go up top, but I'm gonna leave that. Let's go check out inside. Wow, look at the motor, friends. Sheesh. Gotta find places to hold on to. That couch has seen better days. Wow, flooded. Wild. Pretty crazy, guys. I imagine folks had a lot of fun on this boat. You wouldn't believe the angle I'm at right now. I bet people had a lot of good times. Looks like there's a little bit too much rum involved on many of their escapades, though. All right, let's go set off and find camp for tonight. Made our way back around to the west side of the island, and that's because I'm looking for some nighttime shots. I might do some of the sunset, so I'd like to kind of see how that goes tonight. Checking out this first campsite back there, and it is definitely a contender. It's just I'm trying to decide, am I gonna drag my kayak up? I know it was free, but I definitely want back off the island without swimming it. So trying to check out some of these ones that are along the coast. They have kind of a neat view. I could just paddle over here and then bring the kayak up the little bank. Oh yeah, this is cool. Check it out. Somebody left me a chair so I could relax, but I am finding, like people said, they leave it kind of trashy. I think this is the one. I don't even need a table, but it's pretty cool that it's here. All right, got the game plan. So I'm gonna circle back, grab the kayak, and I'll get back going. I'm gonna be what's basically on the south end of the island. So I'm just gonna trek through here real quick, paddle around, and then before you know it, the tent will be up. Here's that camp, guys. You can see that chair just beyond that sheet of plywood over there. Have a really nice view. I think it's gonna be perfect. Is this good or what? Guys, I tell you, it's one of those pinch me moments. Check out these boats docked out there. We got birds flying, all these different pine trees and palm trees. We got birds keep rattling around. This is awesome. So friends, I got the tent set up. Everything went really smooth. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. I have a whole playlist where I've set up the tent, did a burn-in on the stove, and then we went hot tent camping. Now friends, the guys over at Three Ridges Gear sent me out all kinds of parts to this. This is the Megahorn 3, and this is kind of the inner for the summertime. So it has a bug net in there. I'm gonna set this up to see how it looks. They sent me a floor for it. I decided not to go with the floor for today. Just everything on the kayak got bulky already. And then there's a few other pieces. There's a winter one and some stuff that I'll keep showing as we do more and more with this tent. So it's kind of funny. I had to take the stove jack out. Last time I used this tent, we were at 9,530 feet over in the Rocky Mountains, and now we're off the east coast of Florida. So I don't know if there's been too many of these Lux Megahorn 3s set up on an island in Florida, but maybe there has been. Starting to look a little more like home in here. There's a lot more room without a huge stove right there and without a cot. So I just got my little sleeping pads here, starting to get stuff out. Well, since we have this, guys, we're about 62 Fahrenheit and about 11 or 12 Celsius. I definitely have dinner on the mind, but guys, I got this inside little bug screen set up and I'm excited to show you. So it's lime green. Check out that view though. All right, lime green. I'm very low confidence that I have it exactly how it's supposed to be. Let me get back here in the corner. You can see it staked out. Goes up to the top and then comes down. And I was actually able to fit my bed in here. So there's my bed. I forgot a pillow again, so hopefully I can use the coat. Got a self-inflating and a little bed roll, so it's just long enough. I would say, I guess you could fit a double, but about the size of a double bed. Fits a single really good. So I'm happy because look at that, it's zipped up and no bugs for me tonight. I brought bug spray, but hopefully I won't need it. Check out that sunset, guys. I got a GoPro over there doing a time lapse, so later on I'll show you that. But let's check out dinner. So friends, you already know we've been munching on some chicharrones. We have some shrimp cocktail because we're on an island. And then we got some wild mahi-mahi. I'm gonna fry it up, and then I have these little sauces that we'll put on it. This thing's kind of acting up. It doesn't really like my pan, so I got a bigger one ordered. I'm excited to show you guys, but I'll just hold it and it'll do the trick. Then I got a little drink over here. This is that Redmond's Relight drink. Excited about that. Give me some energy for the rest of the evening. That fish cooking down, guys. I got these at Walmart. They were 50 cents each. So a barbecue, a green sauce. I think we'll use that on our eggs tomorrow. And this is gonna go on the fish, a Thai sweet chili sauce. Don't mind if I do. Well, there's nothing left of those shrimp, guys. Check out that fish. That'll work for me. Guys, it got dark a lot quicker than I was thinking. You know, I took off around noon and we had to go buy a paddle and do a few things, and kind of regretting the fact that my wife can't be here with me hanging out, so it was a long goodbye. But friends, we got camp set up, got the tent, got the little inner bug thing. I got that zipped up right now so that no bugs are gonna be in there when I'm ready to go to bed. Got the fish done. Got 3 little fillets on there, and I'll tell you what, I paddled this whole island almost twice and then hiked around just a little bit, so I think I earned this. I think in the morning I want to get out and see more of this island, because by the time I got everything set up, I hadn't seen much. And the thing is, friends, I don't know if I'm alone on here or not. It's not a big island, but it's big enough that you just don't know. I can tell you one thing, we saw raccoons and there's a ton of birds, so I'm not completely alone. Boy, somebody was eating about as good as we are tonight. Those are either clams or oysters. At any rate, mine is over and it's time to head down and do some dishes real quick. Well, you wouldn't want to stop there, friends. That water is nasty, but at least I got all the big stuff off. We're gonna have some eggs and bacon in the morning. Good thing with the pan is I'm gonna be heating it back up, so any kind of weird stuff on there will be burning it off. Well, friends, I thought we'd start a fire, and I should watch my own video because I forgot my knee pads. I love having a little knee pad, but we got 3 little fire kits here, guys. And I would encourage you not to eat out of these fire rings if you make a fire. Look at the kind of stuff that people put in there. There's plastic, there's everything, but we're gonna have a little fire. So friends, I have my Mora knife here. I just did a video called the Ultimate Backcountry Fire Processing Kit. This is the knife that I chose to put in that kit. So what we have here, guys, this is fat wood. Over here is just some wood I found on the beach that I've taken, feather sticked out. And over here, guys, is gonna be this stuff, Go Fire. I've used it once and you can light it up and it'll ignite. So we're gonna kind of see which one works best. I have a ferro rod and a lighter. All right, guys, so I got my jute cord there and I am gonna light this up. All right. So guys, over here with the regular wood that I've just feather sticked out, this should take pretty easy. We'll see if those stay on, guys. Let's move over here to the fat wood and see if it ignites very quickly. So look at that. This has natural pine pitch in there, natural resin. This is fire. I mean, it just really can't help but go. And now we'll move over here to this stuff. We'll put that out. Now, one thing I didn't do, guys, I didn't do my homework over here. I didn't feather stick good enough and a little lazy. That's because I'm trying to get these going real quick. In the other video, I'll do that right and it'll probably start about as quick. But you can see the fat wood here. I got more of that fat wood, so I can put that on, get my fire starter back. This stuff over here, that Go Flame, it's supposed to burn for a really long time. We won't get into the specs right now, but now you can start throwing bigger stuff on there. And look how good that is. So a little piece of kit like this in your bag on those rainy days, hard to get it started. Check out the difference, guys. We got 2 really good fires going now. All I would say, friends, is just to add some of these little tools to your tool bag. Make sure that you're good with a ferro rod and even that jute cord, but then have a couple of these so you're not struggling. The thing that I always say is make sure and kind of have your homework done. So over here you'll see I have smalls, a little bit bigger, kind of can work my way up. So after the fire gets going, I'm not out here scrambling in the woods kind of looking for firewood, but instead I already have it there nearby. At first I was kind of surprised to see the condensation built up all on the tent, but then I realized we are on an island, so there's lots of moisture around here. Let's go inside, guys, headed in for the night. Let's get some temperatures and see where we're at now. Guys, made it inside the tent and check it out. We're in the bug tent. This is awesome. I feel a lot better. Everything fits, and you guys didn't think I forgot about dessert, did you? My wife packed me in some Oreos. I got some Oreos. We have some hot cocoa. I might end up doing that later on off camera. I got low batteries, so let's talk about gear real quick. 3 things. I'm running out of power everywhere. I got 4 GoPro batteries and 3 of them are dead, so I'm filming on my phone and the GoPro 1 battery for tomorrow morning. For those of you that watch, because the boots, I wore the Chacos out here. I have socks now, but I did wish I would have packed some boots. You know, once I got to the island, it'd be nice to walk around in boots. I don't wear Chacos for all day escapades, if you will. But so boots, and then I mentioned my knee pad. I love having the knee pad, which also would have doubled as a butt cushion on the kayak. So I wish I had that. Everything else, guys, I got new lights. So I'll put a link to this one. This is a little black diamond light, and it does all kinds of different things. But I noticed on the last couple, I haven't had the best lighting. So check that out. It does different colors. Then it goes back to the normal. I forgot that I had this light for filming. This is an aperture light, and it's magnetic. It'll stick to stuff. And then up here, you guys can barely see it, I got a light going up there as well. So a little bit of gear there. Just a couple little things that I was missing or wanting, but nothing that we don't have, that we don't need. We got water, food, shelter. Guys, this beach is amazing. I don't have as much battery right now, so I'm gonna make a quick phone call to my wife. I'm gonna call her. Like I've told you guys in the past, we like to pray together every night, so I'll pray with her really quickly. If you're watching the video, just know that we're praying for you guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of quick reading tonight, and it's off to bed. So tomorrow I wanna walk around the island a little bit and then paddle back to the car. Well, one last temperature reading, guys. We are right at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 20 degrees Celsius. Well, it's supposed to get somewhere around 54 degrees tonight, but guys, I'm all tucked in, got my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, so I am gonna be so warm. Friends, I called my wife, got checked in. They're doing great, her and the dog, and I am gonna call it a night, friends, so we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. It's time for some breakfast. What a great way to wake up. Check out that awesome view, friends. I was getting my butter out and everything was sticky, and I was worried about that, guys, but 2 of the 4 eggs cracked, but that's okay because we got a bunch of potatoes, we got bacon. If I wasn't close to home, I would definitely eat those, but I don't need to because here in a couple hours I will be meeting up with my wife. She's got some coffee for me, and I'll have all the food a guy could need. Well, I miss the mountains, but I'll tell you, it's a lot easier pulling these stakes from sand than it is from the frozen ground over in Colorado. Oh no. So I was over there packing the tent away and I heard this crash. You guys remember me saying yesterday, this really doesn't fit on there very well. Well, I've been leaving it while I'm packing up camp, and it fell and cracked a 3rd egg. I got 1 egg left. We'll see if we get to eat this guy or not. I can't believe I put it right there. I got some of this green sauce for my eggs. I got some delicious potatoes, some bacon. Did I say eggs? I meant egg. I'm all set, guys, so I'm gonna sit here and just watch these crazy birds deep dive for fish, watch some of the boats go by, finish packing up, and then I'm gonna take you guys on a loop around the island. Just got back from that nice brisk little warp speed walk through the park, and guys, there is so much trash here. It's one of those things I was saying yesterday, not my pig, not my farm. And again, you know, it's like we like to say, this island's not my problem, but it is. You know, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of trash while I'm here, and I was looking around seeing what I could grab, but then you go on a walk like that and it just seems insurmountable. But maybe someone will watch this and get encouraged to come clean up an island like this. I guess the best takeaway is, you know, to make sure that we're packing out everything that we pack in. So those folks have built quite the little shelter over there and just abandoned it, and there's just trash everywhere. So guys, I'm getting everything on the kayak, and then we're gonna start setting for home. You know, I'm gonna miss that campsite. That was a really good one. So the kayak is still here, guys. If you're watching this and you want to come down to Grant area, Florida, it's probably gonna be sitting there waiting for you. This old dude's putting along with his little Johnson outboard, living the life down here in Florida. Check it out, these guys are magnet fishing over here. Let's see if they pull anything in. You guys find anything good? Nothing? All right. I think the best I found is a pocket knife, maybe a set of pliers. But it's sure fun. Take care. Well friends, I sure had such a good time over on Roberts Island. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did filming it. Friends, we got a bunch of good stuff. In fact, next week I'm out on another adventure, so be sure to subscribe and stick around for more stuff like this. But you don't have to wait till next week because we got a bunch of good videos. If you check back the channel, all kinds of adventures and journeys. So friends, from adventure till the next adventure, be blessed. Hey! Hi, Walter. Hi, Walter. Come on, buddy. Well, I was so happy to see my wife and my dog, but she brought me coffee. Guys, I didn't have coffee last night or this morning, so let me tell you, I am a happy guy.